All right, here we go, folks. We got ourselves a fresh new series coming at you. Spawning up at the top left for big, it is ShoWTimE. In the blue. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right for Basilisk, it is Reynor. In the red. The stakes of this match are quite high, by the way. These two players are both looking for a berth, looking for a qualifying spot into the Masters Coliseum 7. This is the last qualifier. This is the qualifying match. So the winner makes it in. This is a very, very important match for both of these players. We're going to be seeing an extractor trick hatch first against a very quick probe scout that was intending to deny that hatch first. So this is already a small advantage for Reynor. 1 in the mind game, and 2 in the actual game. Because ShoWTimE, he was like, well, I want to deny your hatch. I want to get the block. And that's good stuff for Reynor. Now, ShoWTimE, in recent history, has gone up against Reynor and has had quite a bit of success, but unfortunately has not been able to close the deal. The biggest one was a game on hard lead between these two players, game number 5, where ShoWTimE was in a phenomenal position. He really had Reynor on the ropes, but he just had some weird blindness. It was very end game scenario, not even late game, end game. Both players were extremely low on resources. There was a completely untouched base in the middle of the map that was pretty much fully in ShoWTimE's territory. At the very least, Reynor would have had to commit super hard to get to it, to attack it, to knock it out. But ShoWTimE never even tried to take it. And he then rushed an attack to try and kill Reynor and ended up losing the game. And it was a very unfortunate end to a really close, remarkably close series. So now we are here. These two players are going at it. Reynor has been struggling a little bit against Protoss recently, relatively speaking. He also dropped a series to Hearthstone in recent history. But just in general, I think the European Protoss are getting better at playing against Zerg. And obviously, the balance changes have had a pretty big impact as well. ShoWTimE will send both Adepts across the map. He did double Chrono here. And he's going for the Oracle, no surprise. But we are going to see what he can do with these first 2 Adepts. Reynor, no lane speed. In fact, I believe he just now... Yeah, he's just been mining gas for a little bit. ShoWTimE might have an opportunity to get something done here, but I mean, this is the advantage of not getting hatch blocked. It's so much easier to defend your 2 bases when, you know, they only have to go in from one side. Ooh, Creep Tumor was sniped right there. Good job from ShoWTimE. He did get the pick off, but that on its own is, I mean, it's not a huge deal. Not yet. ShoWTimE, I wonder if he's going to go in with the Oracle. No, he's going to send the Adepts back home. Oracle will just go in on its own and see what it can find. And the answer is maybe a drone as it pops out. Nope. Nope. Reynor was on top of it anyways. With the quick morph. So far, not a whole lot happening in this early stage of the game. Just the only losses from Reynor extractor tricking twice. ShoWTimE could have maybe gotten a drone there, but decides not to go for it. Reynor popping out the very early Evo chamber, has been hitting all of his timings, hitting all of his cycles properly. And ShoWTimE will be going for the Forge in the Twilight Council. He used to be a player that would go almost exclusively Robo first in this matchup, and would oftentimes go for a very quick robotics bay behind it for fast disruptors, but he doesn't really do that anymore. Not all the time, at least. He still does it once in a while, but it's not a command performance. It's not a guaranteed thing. ShoWTimE clearing out a little bit of creep here with the Revelation. Reynor Building quite a few Lings here. Okay, will be a charge. Coming out of ShoWTimE. Very quick drone pull here from Reynor. Well done. Very well done. And now with all the oracles on the other side of the map, we are going to see the Lings getting a wraparound on these Adepts. Force Field limits the surface area, but he is still going to be able to get the kill on these Adepts. He will not escape. That might have seemed like a bad Force Field, but it actually was a good one. It did limit how much the, how much surface area the Lings could get. Still, good cleanup for Reynor. He's going to be happy about that. Will be a very quick Templar Archives coming on in. Reynor, for his part, does have the Roach Warren nearly done and is going to time out with Roach Speed being able to start up pretty much instantly. With that layer just completing right now. Ooh, Queens trying to get in on top of the Oracles. Oracles will finally find a little bit of damage. I mean, it's still not much, though. Only 2 drones, and he tried to dive back in again. Wasn't able to get much at all. No Roach Speed just yet from Reynor. He's actually trying to get through the natural. Does spot his opponent's Zealot count. He's going to start fire up the Infestation Pit, the Baneling Nest. Reynor has been droning up very nicely. ShoWTimE, I mean, he's on a decent probe count himself, but no 4th base yet. That is the problem. +2 melee coming on in. The Roach Speed as well. Lings just kind of dragging these units all around the map. Looks like ShoWTimE really is going to commit super hard on this 3-base push, but I think Reynor, even with him going up to 86 drones and a hive, I think he should be just fine here. Oracles do find a little bit of damage on this 4th base. Ling's just kind of trying to nip away at this unit. Where's the Roaches? There's only 11 Roaches on the field, 14 more in production. They're not out yet, though. Reynor might have under-responded to this. Okay, he does manage to take down one Stasis Ward, triggers the other. Drones are starting to fall. Reynor might have been too greedy here. Nice force fields right there from ShoWTimE, but they're not perfect. They don't fully shut down everything. However, ShoWTimE will still be able to get the kill on this base. He's killed a fair number of drones, does get a good Stasis Ward, but will still get cleaned up. Gets a recall and saves a lot of the Zealots. I still think I prefer this for Reynor, though. He's got the 5th base. If that actually knocked Reynor back down to 3 bases, I'd be fine with it. I'd be totally fine with it. But the fact that Reynor has another base on the left side is a big problem for ShoWTimE. Because, yeah, these drones that were saved can just go on over to that new base. Oh, ShoWTimE, no, he's on follow command on the Roaches, loses 1 Oracle for free. Good bait from Reynor right there, but that's expensive for ShoWTimE. Reynor does scout the 4th base timing. He's like, okay, sure. Storm and +2 weapons are... Well, Storm is done. +2 weapons very close to completing as well. 3 Vipers getting fired up from Reynor. That's actually not going to help him too much in this game. It'll be good against, obviously, the Archons and Immortals, but the High Templar count is super high. A better setup would be going for the faster Broodlords, I think. But if you keep the Vipers back, you should be able to get something done with them, potentially. Lings do have their +2 melee. Will be able to find a shield battery, but nothing else. The big thing for Reynor is if he wants to go into Broodlords. Ooh, little Zealot drop going to try and come on in. We will see a warp in, most likely momentarily. But there is... Well, there's Parasitic Bomb and Abduct potential. There it is. He just wanted to kill that off as quick as possible, and I think it's worth it to use that extra bit of energy. 13 more drones coming in for Reynor. So at this point, he can swap those out for Spores if he's so inclined. ShoWTimE. Ooh, that's a nice Storm right there, man. Doesn't seem like much because the health HP doesn't actually make a difference how many Storm ticks it takes. But it does just look visually like the Banelings die so much faster. And it obviously means that any additional damage will kill them quicker. Hope these banelings are going to find the Zealots at home. We'll be able to clean them up. Transfuse able to keep that Spine Crawler pretty much topped up, almost at full. Yeah, by the time it expires, the heal over time, already up to 288 HP. It'll naturally regenerate back up to 300 very shortly. And Reynor, well, he's going to take some small trades here. But it is the Broodlords that are going to be the next tech for Reynor. And he's resecured this base, obviously. Only just now starting to mine the gases from it, but watch that HP bar disappear. Hold the phone. There is a big attack coming on in. Storm's going to be pretty good on the roaches. Oh my god, he just hit... Did he hit any High Templar? No, the High Templar are mostly in the back. Okay. I thought he hit a bunch of High Templars somehow with a Corrosive Bile, but he killed the Observer. +3 melee and Adrenal Glands is done. +3 melee nearly done as well. ShoWTimE is pushing forward on the bottom side. Broodlords are not yet out. This base is almost certainly going to fall. Now we will see Reynor trading out a base for a base. Is he though? No, he's actually not going to get the kill on this base. ShoWTimE sends enough back home to clean this up. After confirming that Reynor doesn't contest his base, ShoWTimE goes back home and saves his own 5th. Now I actually really like ShoWTimE's position. He's on 5 bases versus 4. The Broodlord transition is not significant enough to just win the game outright. I really like the way that ShoWTimE is playing this. The fact that he saved that 5th base is just huge. And his upgrade setup, well, he's soon to be on 3-1 upgrades. Starting the Stargate transition as well. Reynor is pretty poor at this point. Ooh, the pairs. Oh, look at that. He retargeted manually. The shield battery, he retargeted manually on top of the Oracle to make sure that it survived. That was very nice from ShoWTimE. Ooh, Archons, Immortals, couple Storms. With no Broodlords, I don't know that Reynor can really fight this. Storm does whiff. ShoWTimE can start to transition into the Sky Toss. That is the next stage of this. Reynor is adding on a second Spire and an Ultra Cavern. Broodlords will push this army back on the top side. ShoWTimE definitely needs Observers. Or at the very least, Revelations. Like, he needs to be killing off creep. Immortals will clear up some of this. We do see ShoWTimE trying to get the jump on at these Broodlords, but not really a jump to be found. Ooh, nice abducts here coming in from Reynor. Able to grab 3 big power units. But at least one of the Vipers does fall. Big Storm on the lings that surround the Archon. These Broodlords might have gone a little bit too far forward, but they are zippy as heck now. So they're able to escape on out. ShoWTimE does have this War Prism in the main base. He's got 15 free supplies, so we can warp in, what is that, 7 Zealots right now? If he's so inclined. If he could get one of the Spires, that would be amazing. If he could have somehow denied +1 flyer attacks and killed the Greater Spire, that would have been just, you know, magnificent. But obviously wasn't able to do so. Still, 6th base started up for ShoWTimE and a 7th. Reynor is super contained. He's back up to 5 bases now, but yeah, this is looking not so hot for the Italian Stallion. Still, creep spread is pretty good. And honestly, I really feel like ShoWTimE, more than anything, just needs to be clearing creep. Just make it so that the Zerg cannot feel comfortable moving around their own territory. Oh, that's a big jump from the Broodlords. And a big fungal growth as well. High Templar do get sniped. There's only 1 Storm left. It's a big one. But this army is completely trapped. Oh, man. ShoWTimE just got completely caught out. Big fungal growth. And big Broodlord shots to hit the High Templar to start this off. ShoWTimE is going to come in for the counterattack. We'll be able to burn down these spines. But not exactly quickly. And not easily either. Storms on the drones. Those were not good storms. Those were not good storms at all. And he is going to get out with just a handful of units. And where before it felt pretty good for ShoWTimE, now it feels amazing for Reynor. Oh, he's even going to lose these last units that tried to recall out. ShoWTimE getting completely jumped and loses every advantage he's built for himself in this game. Reynor still has not won this game yet, but he is now in the lead solidly. ShoWTimE's going to be kicking himself for that one. Man, please, can we clear up some of this creep? Got to clear some of the creep. Please, kill the creep for the love of God. There's nothing to stop you from doing it. Just send a zealot and an observer. There's 3 observers with this army. Oh, man. Oh, man. Do we have a burrow, by the way, yet? No burrow. Kindness plating is done. Now the Ultralisk speed upgrade going to be coming online, too. Interesting move, repositioning the static defense. Reynor, I think he can chill a little bit right now. Trying to attack into this top side is very unlikely to yield good results. ShoWTimE needs a second cybernetics core if he wants to be serious about this Sky Toss transition. I think too many Protoss too often leave out an upgrade. Ultra's going to move on forward. We are going to see Banes trying to connect on top of the army. You know, I said Reynor doesn't need to do anything here, but he is going to be able to do quite a bit. Bane's getting a fair number of probes, 14 probes falling. Oh, that was a big going forward into Ultralisk. The Ultralisk to turn around and cleave a bunch of Stalkers down. Good heads-up play right there from Reynor to punish that move. Oh, and now he blinks forward into the spines. Does finish off that Ultra, but loses a Stalker. I mean, the resources lost really does tell the tale. For a while, ShoWTimE was ahead by like 2,000 resources lost. Now he's behind 3,500. Feedback does come on in. But the Viper still managed to get the abduct. Still, he picked off one of the Vipers, which is nice. Reynor getting close to 2-2 for his air, which is going to give him better upgrades in the air since there's no air armor for ShoWTimE. Tectonic destabilizers is being researched here. I do like that, because that will allow him to chew away from on this static defense. Just really pick it apart. Oh, that's big fungal growth back to a couple of the units. That's going to force ShoWTimE to fight. He's trying to escape on out, but he's going to lose 3 Archons very quickly. 3 more of them getting fungaled. And a big blink forward will find... I guess he got one Infestor. Gets another one there. This is going quite well for Reynor on the top side. On the bottom side, ShoWTimE is going to be able to take down this base. That's nice, but my God, he needs to clear this creep. It's giving Reynor so much free information, and it doesn't need to be. Still, Revelation will be able to find 1-2 Broodlords right there. There's nothing that actually deals with the Tempest at the moment, and that is why Reynor is adding on Corruptors. This is still a situation where this is not good for Reynor per se, but it's also not bad for him yet. Mostly because he's been able to keep ShoWTimE off this base. Oh, I realized he didn't have burrow when he tried to burrow there. Starts up 3-3 as well for his air. ShoWTimE has finally finished up +3 attack, so he's going to go +1 armor on the single cyber core. Is it really that expensive to spend 150 minerals on a second cyber core if you're going to get the upgrades anyways? I don't think so. I think it's very worth it. Oh, Viper gets taken down. Ooh, Storm and the Corruptors could be nice, but the Archons are also not bad. Meanwhile, on the top side, nice Neural Parasite grabs one of the Immortals. Ooh, cute move with the Cloaking Field, but the Infestors can provide detection. Time Warp. Not going to be the best target to hit Ultras with it. Ultras, especially with their speed upgrade, can get out of there rather quickly. Now still, with the Immortals and the Stalkers, That's enough for ShoWTimE to get the chase. He's going to get a lot of the infestors potentially too. Now, will disengage when he sees the spine, but ShoWTimE, just click the base. Click the base. Actually, he might even be able to keep pushing with this new round of Zealots. Oh my god, does he not have detection? Not here. Not here. And once again, an issue, a huge issue. Lack of detection.
Mineral field depleted.
Still ShoWTimE. He's kind of cooking. Finally clears up some of this creep. This creep is literally blocking him from taking the base for the moment. But now he can. ShoWTimE starting to take the bases that Reynor needs. Yeah, no, I'm definitely preferring ShoWTimE's position right now. 100%. But it's not over yet. But not by any stretch. No missile upgrades. Look at that. That's very interesting. Where usually it's the Protoss that skips the armor upgrades on the ground. Instead, it is Reynor skipping the missile upgrades on the ground. I think ShoWTimE, yeah, can just turtle this base on the bottom side. I'm really liking ShoWTimE's position right now. He does need to clear up the creep once again. Whether that be with Revelation or Observer. How many observers has he lost this game? 4 observers, but he has not been good about replenishing them. There's 1. There's 2. Hey, let's go. Just as uncritical. I love to see it. That's what I want to see. Oh, is the shield battery's not in position here. Reynor probably could have burned through that. Ultras do rotate to the bottom side, but that will allow ShoWTimE to jump on this base. Oh, Reynor's going to lose so many drones. This does favor ShoWTimE. Oh, that's a slow warping. No. Oh, but there's enough reinforcements coming back home. Still, you never want the slow warping. The schlorpin. ShoWTimE should either take this base. Oh, he's actually going to push forward with a lot of this ground army. Baneling's not able to get the best connections, but they get some decent ones on the tail end. God, where's the detection? Where's the observer? They're both on the bottom side. So important to get those together. ShoWTimE building a lot of Archons. He wants to really punch through on this right side. Neural Parasites could be a big problem for him, though. Still, ShoWTimE's bank is gigantic, and he has re-evened the resources lost, and he's been outmining his opponent by a massive amount over the course of this game. That more than anything, is what is telling the tale. Reynor will save this base on the right side. He is running into so much trouble just in terms of economy. Picking away at the Broodlords right here. The Broodlord count is not even that high. Only 5 Broodlords left. Nice snipe on the High Templar from Reynor. But this is looking so dire. You see a nice fungal growth coming on in. Storms, though. Storms. Oh, there's no energy on the High Templar. That means that a few of the Tempests will fall. Reynor should not keep chasing. The Broodlords are actually going to die to cannons. One of them is going to fall. Second one as well. Something that should never... A third one going to die to cannons. Oh my god, he's going to lose a 4th one. Is he? No, it will escape on out. But on the top side, creep cleared out. Base cleared out. I think Reynor's just dead at this point. I think there's nothing he can do. ShoWTimE needs to just not throw away his entire army, basically. As long as he trades even remotely evenly, he should have this game. Storm is going to be really good on the lings. Neural Parasite will grab 1 Archon. Mothership will fall as well. Base does survive. ShoWTimE. No, he's going to be just fine. He kills all the Ultras. There's only 2 remaining. Make it 1. Make it transfuse. Not enough. And ShoWTimE is going to clean this one up and takes game number 1. Very well played by Demauer. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning down in the bottom right for big. It is ShoWTimE. In the blue. And his opponent spawning up in the top left for Basilisk with another Extractor Trick 15 hatch. It is Reynor. In the red. And once again, ShoWTimE wanting to go for the hatch block. Not going to be able to get it. As Reynor says, nuh-uh. Neener. You can't. You're too late. You're too late to apologize. And of course, he'll know exactly what this is because, well, can't really be anything else. But that is obviously a little bit frustrating still. ShoWTimE going to be happy with game number 1. A lot of things... Reynor did lose that 4th base in kind of weird fashion. And then ShoWTimE kept his 5th base alive while denying Reynor's own 5th. That was where ShoWTimE got a big lead, in my opinion. Obviously, there was a lot more to it than that. A lot of maneuvering. Both players rotating their slow versus fast units. But ShoWTimE did not let the game slip away, which is obviously very nice news for him. Very, very nice news for him. Now, let's see what happens here in game number 2 on hard lead. Hardle Addle. Or Hard Adele, if you palindrome it. What else can you do with that? Deer Hail Lure. Deer Hauler. Haller? H-A-L-L-E-R? Is that a word? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's just all over the place. Anyways, game number 2. This is the map where ShoWTimE let the game kind of get away from him. Ooh, he does send the double adept right across the map, and Reynor sees it. He's going to go in. ShoWTimE not anticipating a dark-esque maneuver. And these lings on the other side of the map, okay, they won't be able to get a probe just yet. They do force a little bit of lost mining time. ShoWTimE not going to commit. Reynor, though, is... yeah, he's being a real nuisance with this. Okay, he does keep the probes alive. Good stuff, good stuff. Still, yeah, that was... I'd say that was worth it. It dragged the adepts back home. Even though the lings didn't get any kills, they get a full scout. They figure out what's going on. Not that there's going to be anything weird necessarily coming out of ShoWTimE, but I do still like that. Even just forcing the adepts back home, that does have value, especially when you go for such a late ling speed as Reynor has done. It's going to be 3 adepts now. That's a little interesting. ShoWTimE able to tag 2 of the creep tumors. Didn't get the 3rd. Oh, he's going to kill these. Nope, just the 1. God, this is such a late ling speed from Reynor. Going to finish up at like the 5-minute mark, or like 4:45, 4:50. And I mean, getting away with that is amazing if you can. And he has. ShoWTimE is not punished. This is his last chance to do so, and he will not go for it. So Reynor taking advantage of a tendency of ShoWTimE's, which is to be, well, much more macro-focused. Yeah, almost a 5-minute ling speed timing. That is so late. Super duper late, but yeah, like I said, if you know how your opponent likes to play, that is the kind of thing that's a small way to cut corners. Now, this is a nice little find from ShoWTimE. Grabs 3 drones. Great little start. Ooh, but you got to be careful with the oracles. Do not want to lose them. All right. Good. Gets into the corner. Now, I wonder if we're going to see Blink play out of ShoWTimE this time, or it will be the charge once again. We'll find out in just a moment. All right, it's going to be Blink this time. Blink, Blanc, Blanc. Oh. ShoWTimE. Looking for the opening. Not able to find it just yet. And will get just shooed away. Oh, he switches it up. It's actually going to be charge instead. All right. Okay, that's... it's not that it's not that it wasn't good in the last game. It was like, okay. It did better than it should have. I'll say that. It definitely did better than it should have. Oh, that's a painful loss right there. Oracle for just a single drone. Ah, that's really painful. Extremely painful. We will see a robotics facility coming on in from ShoWTimE. And I think he might just go for the same style of attack he went for in game number 1. Be a little bit surprising, but very possible. Oracles. Ooh, 2 more drones do get sniped down. Very well done so far for the most part. Obviously, that first Oracle loss really sucks. But this is decent value. When there's no Spore Crawler at the fourth base right now. Reynor. Man, once again, he is going really hard on the drones. Against a 3-base Protoss for now. Like, ShoWTimE is gearing up to take a 4th. But he's also gearing up for an attack. 8-gate Charge Lot Archon is... I mean, it's a very aggressive potential composition. 5 more drones getting picked off. ShoWTimE is doing a really good job now with these Oracles. Obviously, losing that first one, like I said, really sucks. But he's making up for it. Reynor starts up the Hive, the Hydra Den, and a 5th base all at once. Really going ham. Really going ham. ShoWTimE, yeah, not going to go for a similar attack like he did in the previous game. That previous game, he really committed hard. His 4th base is so much faster, and of course, he's just not even committing to it. The attack, that is. Oh, ShoWTimE, we didn't need to go for the 4th drone. We should have been happy with 3. Once again, a very sloppy move right there after finding some solid damage. Reynor, I do like what he's doing right now. He's knocking down some of the rocks, giving himself a little bit more opening. Specifically, he's knocking down the rocks on his opponent's side of the map to make attacking in easier. He is leaving these rocks in the middle up for now, which does kind of make sense if you're trying to go lurkers, which he is. Reynor setting up a few spines in the main base, couple of them. Still no Spore Crawler on this 4th, so if those Oracles were still alive, they could have feasted on that drone line. But only 1 Oracle alive, not so much. Little poke in the front, but not going to be able to get too much done, which is to say anything. Does find an observer. That's more than 0. It's not bad. Ooh, double attack or double upgrades here from ShoWTimE with a rather quick +1 air. No second Stargate, no fleet beacon just yet though. Instead, it's an additional robo. It's rather interesting. Rather interesting. This is cute from Reynor. Just advancing creep a little bit more with the Dropper Lords. Well, actually, nope, I'm a liar. He's literally only with 1 of them. To be fair, that was misleading. Reynor misled me. Oh, Nidus Worm. That could be a very big play. There is a lot of dead dead space in the main base.
We embrace the glory of battle.
We embrace the glory of battle. Nice. Oh, 2 more Stargates coming on in, as well as the Fleet Beacon. Reynor will spot that. There's the Nidus Worm coming in at the natural. Let's see how long it takes ShoWTimE to respond. No warping. No warping. He only has 2 supply free. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. These are lurkers in here. Oh, ShoWTimE, this is potentially red alert. Oi, oi, oi. ShoWTimE, he didn't even respond. 2 Stalkers is nowhere near enough, and he instantly loses 13 probes. Hasn't even killed the first Nidus Worm yet. Reynor popping out actually more lurkers. I don't know if I like committing to this, but it might still work out pretty well. Storm. It's going to be enough to clean this up. Okay, so at least ShoWTimE gets the full cleanup. Reynor dropping another Nidus Worm in the main base. This time there's a cannon, and with a Zealot here, even if there was anything inside, which is not, it would get cleaned up. Still, that was a very sloppy defense from ShoWTimE. I get it was being pressured at the front, but yeah, needs to not let that kind of thing just go up ungreeted, as it were. ShoWTimE already backed up to 88 probes and counting, has 5 more probes on the way. Reynor's starting to gobble up the map here a little bit with this creep. Does have a ton of minerals in the bank, but not enough gas. Reynor also getting into the double spire, so he's getting ready for a potential air toss transition. Which is obviously good because he needs to be ready for that. These lurkers, they kind of zone this base out. Ooh, ShoWTimE going to go for the counterattack, though. Oh, let's lose this one Archon for free. Meanwhile, Roach is on the left side. They're going to get absolutely gutted. This is a little bit tricky for Reynor. He's going to be forced to give up the position at the front. About to be on +3 missile. But ShoWTimE, he sees that Reynor is, well, attacking him with a very strong position, and he just says, okay, counterattack. Go, 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 and Reynor will try and flood back home. Oh, ShoWTimE, please kill the base. Okay, he does get it. Toss him an extra Archon and the Oracle. He's also walking right through complete and total vision. ShoWTimE, this was kind of just a no think, just go type of attack. And it was very clear he didn't have an escape route plan. So Reynor able to get a big punish there on the way back out. And ShoWTimE, now he's going to lose this 5th base. He's going to have the 6th base denied as well. A lot of probes falling. And Reynor has completely taken control of this game in the mid-game. It's not that I didn't like the counterattack from ShoWTimE. It just needed to be controlled better, I think. Controlled better and maybe quicker on the recall. Reynor. Ooh, 2-pronged lurker strikes are so difficult to deal with. There is no armor upgrade on these Hydras, so carriers actually shred them. But Reynor can afford to transition to Corruptors. Oh, it looks like the lurkers did all get cleaned up on the left side. Okay, that's very good for ShoWTimE, and he saved the base. How many Corruptors do we have on the way? 11. As well as 1-1 for that air. 2-0 is done for the carriers. Those upgrades are going to be meaningful. Reynor needs that 1-1. ShoWTimE, though. Yeah, he's back on 4 bases. This is looking brutal for ShoWTimE right now. Oh, and he's going to lose this base, too. Recall has been used. It is on cooldown. Reynor's going to be able to force... Well, will he force a bit of a base trade? Oh, nice abduct. Looks like he grabbed a carrier. Reynor, that is. Gets another one. ShoWTimE getting caught with the bad positioning. And ShoWTimE, this is it for his army. He has to win with this army. Ooh, lurkers are targeting the High Templar would have been really good, but they will not manage to do so. On the other side of the map, probes are falling to something. Lane's going to actually get in on top of this base. They're +2 Lings. No Adrenal Glands just yet. Nice abducts on 2 backline carriers. Manages to grab one of them. Doesn't quite get the second. The battery overcharged the cannons in the Zealot Warpin. Okay, that's actually enough to hold. Reynor all of a sudden finds himself in a lot of trouble. Storms on the Hydras could be huge here. There's only 6 lurkers. Where are they? Hello? Where are the 6 lurkers? Hello? Okay, they're at this base, but Reynor's going to give up his main base. He's lost 30 drones already. Adrenal Glands will complete, but he's going to lose the Hive. He's going to lose the Hydra Den. Good cancel on these units, but this is disastrous, actually, for Reynor. And ShoWTimE still has a gigantic army. Reynor, I think he should have just full committed to a base trade here. And I think he could have gotten the job done with that, but now he's lost so much, and Recall's back available again. Oh, no, ShoWTimE, no, ShoWTimE! Why? Oh my God, that was so close to being like 7 dead High Templar. Sorry, 6. Oh my God. Never lead with the High Templar. Never, ever, ever do that. Jeez. Holy crap. There's no Oracle for Revelation. Reynor did eventually kill off this base, by the way. There's still just a Nidus Worm here. Is there an actual Nidus network, though? No. So this is just an empty Nidus Worm head. Oh my God, this game has gotten weird. Okay, he recalls half the army. Ugh, he doesn't have a mothership, though, does he? Oh no. Okay, well, ShoWTimE is super giga trapped. But if Reynor gives him enough time, eventually he can recall the other half. Like, what, 75 seconds? Maybe the 19-minute mark, give or take. God, that is a lot of Hydra Lurker, but... Wait, how many Hydras do we have? Okay, 18 Hydras, only 1 carrier. Never mind. Half the High Templar are here. Man. This is weird. Where are the High Templar at home? Okay, there's 4 of them here. He's about to have double storm on these ones. Yeah, there's like 6 storms available. He's going to be able to recall out very shortly. Yeah, I said 19 minutes. I think that's about right. Oh, Ling's getting into the natural. We'll find 5 probes and a fair number of zealots. ShoWTimE, no unit in the wall, and it's an Artosis pylon for 2 gates and a robo. Look at this concave for Reynor. Doesn't matter because the zealots are, well, they're fighting with an upgrade advantage. Still. Oh my God, +3 melee got denied. What, was it always going to be denied? Maybe. Recall's still about 15 seconds away, so it's going to be closer to like 1920. I wonder if when ShoWTimE recalls, if he can just go for a big jump. Ooh, changelings in the main. Reynor. God, I think he realizes now how big of his army advantage actually was there. There's the recall. Didn't get the observer. That's a little bit funny. Oh, I think ShoWTimE's army is stronger now. But Reynor's got a lot of lurkers. Storms on the lurkers. Blinding clouds coming on in. The storms are massive on everything. ShoWTimE sweeps the army from the field. But Reynor rebuilds 22 Hydras. Okay. That was... Wow, that was expensive for both armies. Both armies were very expensive there. Lurker Den trying to be rebuilt right now. Hydras will get caught on the top side. Good micro from Reynor to pull them out to the back. Ooh, storms. Nope, no storms here just yet. And the lurkers are in position. That looks so good for ShoWTimE. Don't lose High Templar. It will get sniped. There are only 2 High Templar remaining. ShoWTimE That looked really good for him, but Reynor just was able to mine for so much longer. Yeah. Yeah, and it's the Remax that looks like it is going to kill ShoWTimE here. I think we're going to game 3. Finally, that last carrier goes down. Oracle goes down as well. Are there storms available? Yes, there are. But the positioning from Reynor is very good right here. The lurkers at the watchtower getting so much done. ShoWTimE, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, no economy. Will be forced to tap out, and Reynor evens the series at 1 apiece. All right, here we go. Game number 3. Spawning up at the top left for big, it is ShoWTimE. In the blue. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right for Basilisk, it is Reynor. In the red. Not going quietly into the night. Able to even the scoreline and force the deciding match, the deciding map. Winner will advance into the Masters Coliseum number 7. The main tournament, the $42,000 tournament. Loser, they're going home empty-handed. Big deal for whoever makes it in. Oh, ShoWTimE. It's actually not able to see the hatchery. Hang on. I thought you were able to see the hatchery from the... That's not misplaced. Is that misplaced? It looks like it to me. I might be crazy. I feel like it is. I think it's 1 hex to the left. I can't tell. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. It's probably fine. Why does it look like it, though? I think I'm in my head. Because I thought you could spot it from the high ground, but maybe not. Yeah, because the drones are... Yeah, they're stacking up. No. This is definitely correct. Yeah, man. God, that's funny. Brain do be doing funny brain things. Why does it look like it? Yeah, no, it's definitely correct. It's definitely 100% correct. It just looks funny. Creep Tumor in the main base. This is the first time, by the way, ShoWTimE able to get a hatch block because Reynor kind of let him. Maybe worried about ShoWTimE punishing that super late ling speed, and Reynor didn't feel like going for a faster ling speed off the Extractor Trick 15 hatch. So he just wants to get the quicker ling speed now with the normal hatch gas pool. And it makes sense. It is funny that ShoWTimE is not going to put on pressure this time. ShoWTimE does love to go for this 4 Adept opener, by the way. 4 Adepts before Warp Gate. And it allows you to put on some pretty hefty pressure that is very different from normal Adept pressure. But he's not going to try it. Not going to try it just yet. This is what sleep deprivation does. It sure is. You start seeing things that aren't there. Sleep paralysis demons. Go, go. Reynor with some nice creep spread here. starting things off. I always love the early tumors in the main base. Just being able to get full vision and full movement for your queens in the main is... it's worth a lot. Oracles in the natural will be able to find the drones defenseless and instantly snipes down 2 of them, but goes really deep trying to get a third. Runs into quite a few queens. Still 2 more drones in the main. Very nicely done. Ooh, Reynor, though, he's gonna find the Oracle. Oh, She-Ball. ShoWTimE, no. That is... oh, that is so sloppy. So sloppy and unnecessary. Behind this, we got a robotics facility and a forge. This is what I was alluding to in game number 1 of the series when I was talking about how ShoWTimE likes to open up robotics facility with a quick robo bay. But I'm wondering if he's going to go for a big attack with this. That is what I'm thinking. Oh, Stasis Ward grabbed a couple drones. Nice. But it looks like Reynor was on top of it. Better multitasking than me, that's for sure. Oh, queens. Boom. Well, that is terrible for ShoWTimE. Absolutely brutal. ShoWTimE building a Warp Prism now, and he also showed the Immortal. This feels like he was anticipating an attack. But now I'm just confused. I'm very confused about... I don't like this build order from ShoWTimE. And I love this response from Reynor, though. Quick Spire? Yeah, what are you going to do against that? What are you going to do against that? Ooh, the fake infestation pit. Oh my god, it expired right before, didn't it? Oh, it did. He didn't see it. Is it a real infestation pit, though? Come on down to real fake infestation pits. This one's fake. This one's fake. Oh, cute. He snipes the drone, just gets right out. Nice. Nice job from ShoWTimE. I wish he'd done that with the Oracles instead of going too deep. Okay, ShoWTimE has picked this up. He has started up a Phoenix. Reynor is going for what is going to be probably 10 or 11 mutas right out the gate. Big bada boom hardware. Yeah, ShoWTimE saw the gases at the 4th base, and he picked this out. But it is going to be 11 mutas into a very quick hive, so it's not a fake infestation pit. Reynor, though, is all over this game. ShoWTimE's fatigue has definitely begun to set in. Now we'll see if these mutas can find value or if they're just going to get shut down because, well, at the very least they find the Warp Prism, and that's something. One Phoenix was out. Second one did start up here. Blink not yet started, so it's really up to these Phoenixes to be the majority of this anti-air. Now there are a lot of cannons in each of the mineral lines. That's very good for ShoWTimE, but look at the supplies right now. Reynor's maxed out. ShoWTimE 142 supply. Does he have any High Templar warped in? No, he does not, so he doesn't even have anything ready to go with the Storm. Ooh, Phoenix is almost able to stay alive, but will get a little bit too far away from the shield battery. Meanwhile, push at the front. Immortals getting jumped here. One goes down, two go down. Roaches, they are going for just a big hammer blow. Looking to smash. And ShoWTimE, he might push this back, but he's losing a lot. Reynor is still... well, he's able to max out again. He's actually just not spending his larva or money. He's got the larva. Hello? Reynor, is he deciding what to do is the question on my mind. If he continues attacking, I think he just wins. I think he just runs ShoWTimE over. But he does need to, you know, do so. Storms, not going to be available to be used. +2 weapon finally completing here for ShoWTimE. Another Immortal going to get jumped in the middle. Oh, but Reynor doesn't finish it. Will be able to snipe down that one Archon. Even now, it feels like if Reynor keeps going, he will just win this game. +2 missile about to complete here for Reynor. That's going to give both of them +2 attack. Oh, Ling's going to slip right into the natural. They're going to find this one Immortal. Force fields. That'll be okay. Oh, nice hot pickup on the Immortal. That is very cute. Oh, Reynor was ready. Look at that multitasking. Oh, man, he was ready for it. He was ready for it. Very well done by Reynor. He's going to get cleaned up, but cleaning up that Immortal really makes stabilizing very difficult for ShoWTimE. Reynor's also added on a bunch of lurkers. They don't have range. No, they do have range. What am I saying? They don't have adaptive talents. But they've got the range upgrade somehow. That means they are going to be ready to fight. Now, there's a lot of power in this army for ShoWTimE. Can ShoWTimE actually clean this up? Are you serious? Reynor does have creep, and the queens are here. They're contributing. They're able to transfuse up. That went way better for ShoWTimE than I expected. But he's able to come in from 3 separate sides. Really mitigated the lurker shots. Reynor really wants to end this game here and now. And he's close, but he hasn't been able to break through yet. Ooh, there's the revelation. Lift on one of the lurkers. Transfuse is good, though, on these lurkers. They are really holding their ground. And ShoWTimE, he needs disruptors. He needed disruptors. He does not have them. And he doesn't have the bulk. He's got a good concave of Immortals, but he just doesn't have enough stuff. ShoWTimE was close to making it happen. But Reynor is going to be able to break through, will take the game, takes the series, and takes the final qualifying spots for Masters Coliseum 7. Very well played by Reynor. And if you enjoyed that one, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Check out the rest of the videos. We'll catch you on the flip side.